Most people think evil looks dangerous, but sometimes it looks helpful, friendly, lonely, and by the time you realize what's happening, you're already trapped. At 42 years old, Tracy Moore felt invisible. Her kids had moved away, her husband worked late, and the silence inside her house had started to feel heavier every week. Then she saw the flyer. Volunteers needed. That should have been the warning. Mrs. Collins practically begged her. We've got dozens of seniors who need help. But when Tracy agreed, the woman's smile faded for half a second, like she almost wanted to say something else, and didn't. Harry Goodson, 78 years old, widower, former construction foreman, lives alone. Depression, mobility issues, needs companionship. Simple. At least that's what the file said. The next morning, Tracy dressed carefully. Not because she was nervous, because she wanted to matter. That's how it starts. Not with fear, with purpose. The GPS took her across town, past neighborhoods people forgot, past boarded-up diners, past faces that watched her car too carefully, and eventually to Acacia Street, number 3. The building looked tired, like something inside it had been dying for years, but Tracy still smiled before knocking, because good people always assume the best. The door opened instantly, as if he'd already been standing there, watching. The apartment was clean, too clean. No dust, no clutter, no signs of normal life. Just silence, and dozens of old photographs turned backward against the wall. Harry barely blinked. Every movement she made, he watched, not like a lonely old man, like somebody studying prey. Then he asked something strange. Do you believe people can feel sickness before it spreads? Tracy laughed nervously. She thought he meant illness. He didn't. That's when she noticed the locked door. 4 deadbolts, scratches around the handle, and something dark underneath it. Harry moved fast for an old man. Too fast. Storage room, he said. But his smile disappeared the moment she looked away. The TV crackled suddenly. A missing persons report. Young woman, volunteer. Last seen near Acacia Street. Harry muted the television instantly, and for the first time that day, Tracy felt afraid. But Harry knew exactly how to pull her back in. He became fragile, weak, pitiful, the kind of helplessness good people can't ignore. So Tracy stayed. Even after she heard movement deeper in the apartment, even after she realized they weren't alone. The hallway smelled rotten, and every photograph had the eyes scratched out. Every single one. Then she found the tapes. Therapy session. Dozens of them. Going back years. She hid one inside her purse, and that mistake changed everything. On the drive home, she noticed headlights behind her, always the same distance away, never passing. That night, she watched the tape. At first, it looked harmless. Volunteers helping seniors, smiling, laughing. Then the footage changed. The volunteers weren't helping people. They were being conditioned, broken down, manipulated, taught obedience through guilt. And behind every camera recording stood Harry Goodson, smiling. Tracy barely slept, because once you notice evil, you start seeing it everywhere. The next morning, she went back to the senior center, and that's when things got worse. Mrs. Collins recognized the tape immediately, but instead of calling police, she locked the office door. He chooses volunteers carefully, she whispered. Women with empty lives. Women searching for purpose. Women nobody would believe. Then Tracy saw the wall. Dozens of women, all volunteers, some missing, some dead, all connected to Acacia Street. So she went to the sheriff. Big mistake. The sheriff listened carefully, too carefully. Then he asked one question. Did Harry invite you back? That's when Tracy understood. This wasn't one old man. was the entire town. A town built around guilt, loneliness, and control. They didn't kidnap people, they made people stay. Tracy tried to leave that night, but her husband didn't understand. Nobody did, because Harry had already started planting stories. Every neighbor watched her, every porch light turned on, like the entire street had been waiting. Then the phone rang. A week-old voice whispered, "You forgot your next appointment." She drove, fast, but halfway out of town. Red and blue lights appeared behind her. The sheriff approached slowly, smiling. "Miss Moore," he said softly, "Mr. Goodson says you abandoned his treatment." And in that moment, Tracy realized something horrifying. Nobody was coming to save her, because everyone here belonged to the same sickness. 3 months later, another volunteer arrived at Acacia Street. But when the door opened, Tracy was sitting beside Harry, smiling, waiting. Because some towns don't kill you, they keep you forever. If you made it this far, comment Acacia Street and subscribe for more disturbing psychological horror stories every week.